Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I am going to feature the first half of my games leading up to my 3 mark of my mutant. And I'll talk to you a little bit how I set my mutant up. Generally, I will go repair kit, large repair kit, and cola. But since I'm trying to get my marks on there, I went 105 octane instead of the large repair kit. And then I went the large repair kit instead of the small repair kit. Then we go toolbox, vents, and rammer. And thinking back on it, I probably should have went vertical stabilizer instead. But we decided to go toolbox just because if I get tracked in this, I like to be able to put my tracks back on and keep moving forward. And this is a preferential matchmaking tier 8 tank, so it doesn't see tier 10s unless you fail platoon it, which I have, and I honestly don't mind too much. It plays more like a slow medium tank. I mean, it's definitely not, it cannot hold up, quote unquote, in tier 10 battles. Alright, so what did we get first? First we got steps, standard battle. Looks like we're big dogs, so we're going to have to push the tempo. As a high tier heavy tank, my theory is always push the front lines. The one thing is when you're marking your tanks is you can't be hyper aggressive. And that's usually a problem for me because I like to be in very aggressive locations. And it's generally like locations where if their team recognizes that you don't have support, then sometimes they'll come kill you. And if you don't have support, you're pretty much just riding that line of when are they going to find out that no one's behind me covering me. Alright, enough about that. Let's get into the game. So we got me and a T-28 coming over here. And how aggressive I play is also how much support I have. Especially when I'm trying to mark, like I just talked about. Since it's literally just me and a T-28, we're probably not going to push too hard. However, you can see that a lot of their tanks are lined up sniping, and our scout just went across F2 and he didn't spot anyone, so that might change my mind. However, if he didn't actually do a good scouting run to see what was coming down here, it could definitely just be a trap as far as me driving in there, get surrounded, die, and then my mark of excellence go down even more. There's no RD, which is good. RD ruins a lot of my adventures when I'm trying to mark tanks. So we got an Emil 1, and you can see that I'm just going to trust my scout here. I'm a high tier heavy tank. I'm going to push the tempo. They have a lot of tanks up on their sniper ridge, so hopefully this play doesn't burn me, but I'm going to chase the Emil around here. He's falling back pretty fast, so I feel like he doesn't have support. If he had support, he'd stay there and trade with me. Try to get a shot into his drive wheel there. We miss, and I'm going to try to ram this Vanguard. I get a ram into him, but I barely hurt him. And then see if we can lead a shot into this. Oh, we do, but we hit his track. We don't damage him because he's made out of paper mache. And God forbid that I actually damage a tank made out of paper mache. Alright, so I tried to lead him out here. But then he realized I was going to do that, so he backs up. Hit him, get his ammo rack this time, and now my turret's turn for the Emil, so hopefully... Okay, he's changed. He's looking at my T-28. We get a shot into his lower plate. And are we going to let the Vanguard get away? Well, I hope not. So make sure that he's actually exiting here. Get a shot into him. You can see I have my APCRs in. I've tried to mark this, 3-mark this tank quite a few times, and I try not to use premium rounds as was just used to be a theory of mine. However, lately, now that I've gotten every tank completed, silver is just less of a concern. So it's just kind of a habit of not doing it. And now, from what I've read, like 3-marking, you want to make sure that you're penning your shots. Not to say that you can't pen them with AP rounds, but Now we take a beating there. That was a very bad move. The Pantera was on my left, the Meal on my right. They both got shots in me because I drove into a crossfire. The other thing I wanted to say about APCR rounds, with that Vanguard, for my AP rounds, if I'm trying to shoot them with my AP rounds, they're a little bit slower, so it's nice to have the velocity from the APCR rounds. But I'll be honest, I just left the APCRs in because I want to make sure that I can pen every shot. No matter what I come up against, I want to be ready. So get a shot into that 110. And when we drove out and got into that crossfire, I didn't feel like we had enough damage to boost our mark of excellence. So we get another shot into the Pantera, brings us up to 2200 damage, 100 assist. So you can get a shot into that prototype, and then the 110 tracks us, which allows the prototype to land his shot. So we exit that game. I feel pretty good about those stats. They're nothing like ace tanker wise, but it's enough to not drop the mark of excellence down. T28 shuts down the Pantera, and now there's just the 110 left. And really the failure from their team was not moving anywhere. So they didn't go down the 8-9-0. They also didn't choose to go down the 1-2-3. They just stayed. And to me, the most aggressive team, as long as they're pushing together, is going to win every time. Win, I guess, 95% of the time. The other 5%, the defense can win. But generally, when you give up 70% of the map or more, you're going to have a hard time winning. So it's a premium tank. I had a pretty decent game in it, and I still lost 2,300 silver, and that's because I was spamming the premium rounds, along with the cola and the large repair kit I used, and also the 105 octane. So I'm starting 60,000 in a hole, plus I'm spamming premium rounds, so I'm not making silver right now. We take second, and I sent a message to the T28 since he was the only one with me. Said, thanks for your help, GG. And then we go on to the next game. Alright, and as that loads up, oh, I lied. We go back to the garage apparently. I'm not going to cut this. I'm just going to play it straight through. There are 2 sections, so this is part 1, and then we'll get into part 2 tomorrow. And I honestly have no idea what I'm doing here, so it's been a little while. I haven't had much time to put this video together, but I've been pretty excited about it. So it's my second tier 8 tank that I've triple marked, and now that I have all the tanks, I guess the next best thing to do is go after marks of excellence. So let's jump into the next battle. See what map we load up. We load up Windstorm. Windstorm, I like to play the middle and then flex south or north, whichever my team needs. But in a heavy tank, I feel like I need to be more committed. Whereas fast tank, destroyer, scout tank, medium tank can be a little bit more flexible. In the mutant, probably going to go to the city. The north just gets so stagnant, and if you're the only one pushing, then it makes it really difficult. Even if you have tanks behind you, a lot of people don't like driving around the corner from either side, so that's what makes it become just like a stagnant stare off. And you get the damage where you can and hope that the middle or the south flanks around to help win the game. So we're in a 9 match this time, but there isn't too many. There's 3 on their team, and we have 3 on ours as well. I flashed by too fast, I wasn't looking. Since I'm not a high tier heavy tank, even though they only have 3 tier 9s, I don't want to get caught out in the city by myself. That'll make for an awkward moment for the mutant. Another thing about the mutant, it is very well armored, but it's armored on the front. If you want to pen this, you can shoot its cheeks, you can shoot the cupola on top, you can shoot the shoulder plates, but it's not like it's a guaranteed pen anywhere you're going to shoot it. And if you're fighting a wiggly mutant, that's going to make it a lot tougher. So if you want to kill this thing, I say track it, get to its side, and demolish it that way. If you can't get to its side, you're going to have to hit the weak points, but honestly, if there's a situation where you can't get to the side, what I would do is just go a different way. There's no point in fighting a mutant frontally if you don't have the penetration to reliably pen its weak points. Alright, so we come over here, get a lucky snapshot into that scout, and we probably gonna take a shot. Yeah, take a shot in the side. That's okay though. Like I said, aggressive positions. I want to be in a good spot where I can get a lot of damage. That is a scary tank to drive in front of. The AT-15 can get the damage out. So just gonna keep my armor to him. Hopefully he doesn't know how to pen me. We don't get the shell in time. And then Artie slaps me down to a quarter health. So we look for a shot on Artie, unable to find a shot there. And now I'm just forced to fall back. But there is a scout there, so I have to be careful of him. I think what I'm going to do is just go kill him real quick, and then decide what I want to do from there. I have plenty of support in the city, so we should be fine there. He's going to back up. He's going to try to... No, he doesn't try to drive away. He just tries to back up all the way. He tracks me. It's 2-3. We're up to 1,200 damage. And 1,200 damage is not enough to get up to 3 marks. It probably even bring us down from 2 marks, so we have to try to fight our way to picking up some more damage here. But we don't have a lot of hit points to play with. So this is kind of a hairy situation. I have to expose my side to these guys. But I get across, and now I can use like my frontal armor to work this corner and try to get some damage into these guys. So the M12 hits the AMX, and then I decide I'm not going to risk getting penned by that AT, so we're going to back up. Picked up a little bit more damage. We're up to 2,000 damage. We're up to 400 assists, so I figured if I can get one more shot into somebody, I should be okay as far as marks of excellence go. The J-Pan slips by, but then there's a mutant, and we hit the mutant in the side. We have our armor facing him, and then I'm going to give him a wiggle. So hopefully he can't pen me consistently here. And then we're going to drive around, get a second shot into him, and we fall down. He misses his shot, but every time I get a shot in and I'm still alive, I'm going to try to hide to where I can reload my gun. And if I can reload my gun and get one more pen, that's going to be one more, or a little bit more damage that I can get for my mark of excellence. Just trying to find a shot on that guy. We get a pen into him. The skull cap hits my gun. Looking for a shot. Can we get this shot in? Fully aim it. Sure enough, we get another one. Looks like the mutant's going to drive on top of me, so I want to be careful that he doesn't do that. Nice result. We kill the skull cap. We're up to 3,300 damage. I did not think we were going to get that close. This guy decides to jump on top of me, which I think gave me a little bit more damage even. And I will go with that. 3,300, 400 assisted. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose when you're going for your marks of excellence. It's all pretty much just damage and assisted damage. And also stick around. We got the drawing today. I know I was supposed to have it on yesterday, but like I said, I've been pretty busy at work and then at home. Mary's got volleyball and dance and needs to be taxied everywhere. The life of a teenager. So switch to the 45B. This is a nice matchup for the 45B. Tier 9 heavy tank. He gets to just play aggressor. Already misses him. And then it's pretty much cleanup. Now, game's not over. We still have a tank destroyer. And whenever there's arty, you always got a shot. Because arty can erase people off the map, so. Brazil is moving up north. He spots the tank destroyer. Misses his first shot, and the Iron Rain shuts him down. Then we switch to the 432. Now, the scary thing is the Iron Rain can kill this guy with his other 2 shots. So he decides to come over the hill and snapshot the 432, and he bounces his second shot. So the 432 comfortably can just take care of this guy. Rams him to death, and then it's just time to find arty. Switch back over to the 45B. He takes the shell from arty, thank God. So many people will like sit behind that rock and poke at arty until their friend or their teammate comes up behind artillery. To me, it's just like, just go take the shell. If he kills you, he kills you. At least he's gonna die anyways. It's a little bit extra damage that you can pick up. Alright, so we take that game down. 45B wins the game. Get to end game stats here. That time we make 50,000 silver. A nice result there. 3,300 damage, 400 assists. What does that bring our total up to? We are now at 94.22%, so we are getting closer. Alright. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Enjoy the drawing.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Wisconsin on this chilly fall day. Is it fall yet, guys?
No, it's not. It's
summertime.
officially.
It's cold summer day. Alright, so didn't do the drawing yesterday like I said, but I got some time today, so we will do it today.
Yep.
And we are going to draw 3 names. Actually, yeah, okay. Who is the lucky winner?
Exalion.
Exalion, you are a winner, so look in the comments below. Let me know what code you want and I'll send it over to you. If you're on PlayStation, then I'll just message you in the Watt forums, okay?
Congratulations.
That was weak.
Mommy.
Don't look. What'd you get?
I got Desm98.
Desm98. Congratulations, you're a winner. Just look in the comments below. Let me know which code you want. Otherwise, like I said before, if you're on PlayStation, I will just message you via Watt forums. Okay. Elmer, you want to pick one, bud? Alright, I'll read it. Cubic Madness. Cubic Madness, I think you've won before. Hopefully just once. I don't know. Is it unfair that you win every time? I'm just kidding. I don't think he's won every time. I think it's his second time winning. Congratulations. Those are the 3 winners. Hope you guys have a great weekend. You guys want to say bye?
Bye. Adios. Ciao.